Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to swim with the mermaids and explore the depths of the ocean with some of my watery decks. Every July I like to work with this ocean water energy. Explore emotions, how I'm feeling about things, explore what I need to learn from the ocean or what the mermaids can teach me, that sort of thing. This whole practice started, I think, back in 2013 when we started taking our beach vacations. And it was after one of those trips where I had just felt such at peace and so at home along the seaside that I wanted to explore that type of energy on a more consistent basis. So even when we don't go to the beach, which we don't go every year, so even when we don't get to go to the ocean, I still work with my mermaids and water energy in the summer during the month of July. So a couple years ago, I picked up this book, and believe it or not, I have not had a chance to read it because of other things happening in my life. So this is my plans for this year, is to dive into this book, The Sea Magic Connecting with the Ocean's Energy. When did this come out? Yeah, 2021. So I will show the table of contents in here so you have an idea of what it's about in case you don't have it. So the first section is the call of the ocean. What is magic? Discovering sea magic. A sea blessing, the salt of wisdom, and so on. The second section is myths, deities, and saints. Working with sea deities and saints, a pantheon of sea deities and saints, journal questions, etc. Section 3 is altars, tools, and divination. Sea altars, seashells as tools, seashell cleansing and blessings, and so on. I have a very small sea altar where I have my little mermaid here, and I have another angel who is based with that ocean energy. She's holding shells in her hand, and her dress is made of like the waves of the ocean and that. And so I do have a little sea altar that is set up. Section 4 is seashells with journal. I like that there's journal questions at the end of each of these sections. 5 is sea fetches, totem animals, mythical sea creatures. Section 6 is the moon, meditations, and everyday life. And then you have your conclusion. So I'm really looking forward to working in this book and seeing, what I can get from it, how I can add to my practice from it, and so on. The last time we went to the ocean was in 2022. And that was the first time I did a full ritual on the beach. I took a little vial that was empty, and I had wrote out like a little petition ahead of time in our condo, and then, sat right there oceanside and filled the vial with sand and my little petition and everything, and what I was, releasing and, wanting to bring in through that ocean energy, and put a few little shells in there. And it was magical. It was absolutely magical. And I really did enjoy doing it. So I'm really looking forward to this book, to just see, like I said, what else it can enhance in my working with that ocean energy, what else it can enhance as far as, ritual and that kind of thing, where, when we get to go to the ocean, that I can adopt when we get to go. I'm even going to make myself up a little tiny ocean journal to go with this book for the month of July. So I'm really looking forward to working through this, and I'll have to let you know how that goes. If anybody else has worked through this book, let me know how you liked it. Did you adopt any rituals out of here or find ways to create your own? So I'd love to hear that if you want to share it with me. So I have, let's see, like I think four mermaid decks, and then I have my water decks that I'm going to show also. And something that I noticed that I am desperately missing from my collection is I have no oracles or no tarot that deals with the creatures of the ocean, the animals of the ocean. I don't have any of that. I just have water energy and mermaid energy. And so I think I'm going to need another ocean deck. There's a reason to pick up a deck. I do like that independent deck. What is it? Oceana Arcana, I think is the name of it. I think that deck is beautiful. I am interested in that one. But if you happen to know any fantastic mass market ocean decks that deal with the animals, and that sort of thing, please leave that in the comments below because I will definitely check those out. So yeah, so let's talk about two of my mermaid decks. Both of these are mass market, and this is my very first mermaid deck ever. This is Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. This is a Blue Angel deck. I don't even know if you can still get this. I really don't know if this one is still available or not. Someone will have to let me know if it's out of print, because this one came out in 2013. So, because I didn't look it up to see if it was still available, but it's all about working with the mermaids, healing properties of the merfolk, the mermaid history, sensuality, symbols, their moon cycles, when to work with mermaids, signs that your mermaids are with you, how to connect with mermaids. There's spreads in here. Then there's quite a bit of write-up on the mermaids, reversed write-up, and then your divination section. So it's really nice. The other one is Messages from the Mermaids. This is by Karen Kay. This is a Hay House deck. This was, I know this is still available. This was only put out in 2020. There are some spreads in here. And then, yeah, there's several spreads in here. And then for the interpretation, let me get to that. It's just, you know, the one, there's no like reverse or anything for that. It's just that one section. This one I've never taken to the beach with me because I didn't want anything to happen to it, but I have taken this one with me. I really do like this deck. I think it's beautiful. I think both of them are beautiful. The only thing with this deck, and I get what it's supposed to be, I get that it's supposed to look like it's a whole underwater, the movement of it and everything. But some of the images just look so similar to one another. Like, you know, if you see here, that's just very similar to one another, where I would prefer to have them stand out from each other instead. But I really just go with the keywords on this deck. That's really what I do with it. And I sit with that energy. I would pull one of these cards in the morning, and yeah, like I said, just sit with that energy through the day. See, you know, what comes up with it. I didn't really go to the guidebook. I would let my intuition take me when I had this with me at the beach. This one I do like to use the guidebook with because there is so much in the guidebook. Anybody that has Lucy Cavendish decks knows that her guidebooks are usually filled with a lot of good information and everything in there. So I do like to use the guidebook for this one. I don't read with this one, I don't think, for anybody. I don't think I ever have. So I really do like both of these, but I have no problem taking this one with me to the ocean, just to pull those, you know, simple messages from them. This one, sometimes if I don't use the guidebook, I will just use whatever the keywords are on the thing. There's usually one or two keywords on each card. So it's, I guess we're going to be all different directions. But anyway, so like grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit, wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul, you know, that sort of thing. So that's these two. Another deck that I have taken with me to our beach vacations is the Sea Melodies. This one I absolutely love taking on vacation. There are 40 little cards in here, and this is fantastic to have for that quick morning pull or an evening, you know, just pull a card to wrap up my day kind of message. This is a favorite of mine, but it's newer, so I've only taken it on our last couple vacations with us. But this one is fantastic, and I think this is the one that I'm going to use in the month of July for like my evening message to, like, you know, just conclude the day, something I need to focus on, a takeaway, something along those lines is what I think I may use this for. So this is a great little deck. I believe this is US Games. Yeah, this is US Games, so it's mass market. So my next two mermaid decks are two tarot decks. And this one is Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. This is my favorite, absolute favorite mermaid tarot. Not that I know that there's many out there, but I absolutely love this one. I would love to have this one in a mini version that I could take with me to the ocean. I think I've taken this one with me like once, maybe twice, but I didn't want anything to happen to it, so I didn't take it too often. This is the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, and this deck and I do not get along very well. I want to love this deck. I want to love this Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot so much, but it doesn't shuffle well for me. If you can see here, it has like this little ridge down the card line, like it, I don't know. I don't know if it was slightly damaged. I don't remember buying a damaged one. I just know that I bought one in a bag rather than a box. But I don't remember there being anything about it being slightly damaged or anything. It could have been. But anyway, yeah, I don't get along well with this one. This one, on the other hand, is my staple mermaid tarot that I go to. And when I took the mermaid tarots to the beach with me, I would use these as I would do like a reading before we would go down to sit on the beach for the day, and I would do a little 3-card reading to ask, what do I need to release into the ocean today? What can the ocean help me release, or how can I let go today of? And then I would pull some cards. So I had wonderful results, you know, using this tarot for that. But yeah, like I want to love this one so much. I really do. But this is the winner for me. And I thought someone told me there's a new mermaid tarot coming out, but I don't know if I dreamt that or if that's just wishful thinking or whatever on my part. So if you do happen to know if there's a new mermaid tarot coming out, let me know. And someone put a buzz in Llewellyn's ear that this needs to be made into one of their tiny decks so I can travel with it. They can just make a tiny version just for me, because I would love to have this one with me. But yeah, this one is on the classic Llewellyn cardstock. It shuffles like a dream. I've never had any issues with it. This one I can't shuffle at all, so it's a favorite, and I will forever be bonded to this. So the first new deck I'm going to talk about is the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle cards by Pippa Best. This is for 48 card deck, mass market. This was gifted to me by a very lovely person, and I appreciate it so much. But I have not had a chance to take this to the beach with me. But when I was looking through the guidebook and looking through the cards, and They are separated into these categories in case you've never seen this deck before. We have the self-compassion ocean qualities in those cards. Then we have letting go ocean qualities, moving forward ocean qualities, and gratitude and awe ocean qualities. And I was just talking about how I used the Mermaid Tarot to pull some cards to see what I could go to the ocean and release for the day. So I think these cards are definitely going to be packed and going on my next trip, hopefully next year, and taken with me to the beach, because since they are already broken up into those kind of categories, this would be a great thing to do. Shuffle them up and then see what kind of energy I am moving into through the day. And even though I'm not going to the ocean this year, I think that's what I'm going to do with these cards in the month of July, is I'm going to use these daily to see what sort of energy I need to step into. And is it going to be a moving forward day, or is it going to be a self-compassion day, or a letting go, or anything along those lines? And then there are some mantras in here, and let's see, I think there's some meditations, because she talks about the 4 themes. There's a self-compassion practice, and different things like that that can be utilized in this guidebook. So I think this one would be a perfect morning, start my day card pull, and to see what kind of energy that I need to move into for that. So I am really excited about using this deck, because like I said, I got it in, I want to say it was fall. So yeah, I think I might have said that already. This card, oh my God, this means so much. I remember this one trip where I had been waiting all week for a sign for something I was trying to work through, and then something else I was trying to manifest through some ocean energy while we were away on vacation. And I just felt like every day I was coming up against a stumbling block, and I was unable to move through and get to the next phase of that energy, or the next step that I needed to take within that concept of what I was trying to do, especially the manifestation part of it. And I remember I had not seen any dolphins, and I sit out on the balcony early, way before sun rises, and I wait to see my dolphin pods, swimming past and stuff. And all week there was absolutely nothing, no movement of any kind as far as the pods of dolphins. And I remember sitting there night before, or the morning before we were leaving, and I just said, look, if I'm on the right track, this is what I need to see, and I need to see it now. I need to see it today. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I don't want to wait till later. I need to see this, in this moment. And it wasn't 2 minutes later, I went in, filled my coffee cup, came back out to the balcony, and there were 3 pods of dolphins swimming by that morning. It was just magical. So yeah, it means a lot to me. So I can't wait to use this deck for that. Another water deck that I just got, I've only had this, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months maybe. And this is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. This is another mass market. Now, I'm going to say this, nothing, I think her decks are stunning. They are absolutely beautiful. But I did not get along well with her other 2. The Work Your Light and the Starseed Oracle. And I've shown them on here before. I've talked about them on here before. I chopped them all up and I made them into my own oracle. because it was just a little bit, it was a little too much. I'm all for the woo and some of the starseed thing, but some of it I just don't connect well to. So I am giving this one a chance. Since this is water-based, I am all air. I am a double air and then a fire are my top 3 signs in my chart. So I don't know if that's why I crave working with water. If you're an astrology person, you can tell me. But I like crave working in water energy. I want it around me. I feel like I need it around me. I don't think I have a lot of water in my chart either, if I'm not mistaken. So I know I'm babbling a little bit, but yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like. I haven't done much with this deck, but just quickly glance through the cards. I didn't read any of the meanings because I didn't want to get disappointed. So I am going to find a way to work with this deck and see what it has to tell me. Before I decided to chop up the other 2 decks, I had tried for a very long time to work with those 2 decks, and they started out okay for me, and then they just were not working any longer. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to, I don't know why I'm flipping through them that way, seeing what this one can teach me. And I'm very interested in her Ancient Stones one also. I have watched a couple walkthroughs on that. So we have, let's see, we have here gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. I like that message. Let's see here. Immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies and passions. Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. Okay. So yeah, oh, let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. I like that. I like that message there. So like I said, we're going to see how this one works. I don't know exactly how I'm going to fit this one in, unlike the other 2 that I talked about, you know, like my start of my day and the end of my day with the sea melodies. So I'm not exactly sure where this one is going to fit, unless I switch things up and maybe use this one to end my day. I don't know. I'll have to see, play it by ear, and see where this one takes me. But I'm treading softly or lightly with this deck because yeah, I don't know how it's going to fit. And the final water deck that I have to talk about is the Flow Tarot by Rachel Torda. If you watched my response to the tag Aspirational Tarot, you know that this one was one of the ones high up on my I want to get list. And it was like, I think it was while I was filming that, or I had just filmed it, but it hadn't posted yet. This one went on sale and I wasn't going to miss out on picking it up. So I own it now. This one I'm kind of going to use if I want to go deeper into the messages that I'm getting from the Oracle cards, especially this Sea Oracle card deck, and use it where if I do happen to get one of the letting go cards, you know, use this as a work through and how I can let go and things of that nature. That is my plan with this. I do like that there's also like a keyword on here too. So that's really nice. And I haven't even used this yet. I put it away just to save it to work with it in the month of July. And I'm really excited about using it. So this isn't just ocean energy because I believe it has, what is it, the ponds. There's different suits We have the waves, and then the ponds, and is this the snow? The snow, and the clouds. So it's not just all ocean energy. So that's like a kind of a nice little break from that, and can bring in a little bit maybe different type of energy than just the ocean. So yeah, this is, oh, I'm so excited about using this one, and I hope that it works out for me. Oh, there's my dolphins again. Like I am hoping that it works. If you know of any mass market decks that you feel are, you know, really beneficial to working with this water energy, exploring maybe what that animal, mammal has to share with you, let me know what you would suggest below, because I'd love to check those out and see if any of them would fit into this practice. So do you have a water practice, ocean practice, some sort of beach ritual practice? Do you work with water energy? And if you'd like to share, I'd love to hear how you incorporate it into your practice. So let's chat about it. You know, down in the comments. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, like it, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I appreciate all of that. And until I see you next time, bye.